Carl's dying for a cigarette, which is pretty funny because you know, I told him I wouldn't advise you know, having a cigarette in this village. That could be a major faux pas, you know, and if it goes wrong, you could end a whole way of life. You know, these people actually, their language isn't Spanish. It actually predates Incan. And Lake Titicaca, it's actually pronounced Lake Titicaca, something like that. And it actually translates to Gray Puma, which was one of their deities, you know, of the lake. So, who knew? Super eco-friendly. We've set out. You can see it's about 2 manpower. Cruising along. I hope I'm rolling in the right direction. Are we turning around? Yeah. Oh, we want to go that way.
Which means you got to roll faster.
Okay. It's not as easy as it looks, is it?
It's just awkward.
Yeah. All right, we are apparently we're doing a boat-to-boat transfer. This is the boat we came in on, and we're heading off to another island now. So we're gonna have to just jump for it, I guess. All right, good times. Okay, I did like these islands. You know, the whole straw thing, that's cool. But I was coming over, you can see this boat in the background. I wanted to get a couple nice artsy shots of the boat. And I found a part that wasn't woven quite so strongly. And it's basically like quicksand. I sunk in almost to the waist. I kind of got myself out. We saved the camera just in time. It smells awful, to be honest. You can see, if you look down here, like it didn't take much to go through it. And now I smell like fish. I've been kicked out of the inside of the boat. I'm up here on the top deck. That's okay, the view's better. And I'm out here in the wind and the sun. Trying to, I don't know if you can really get a good look at that, but bringing a little bit of the islands home with me. With that, some structural flaw in their island design there. Floating island, my ass. It's pretty windy up here. I'm not sure if you can hear this, but we've left the floating islands of Uros now, and we're heading to the more mountainous island of Amantani. It's here in the distance, I'll show you. So we're on the island of Amani now, and we're meeting the families we'll be staying with for the first time. So we're going to meet up with them and have some lunch, have a hike with them, have dinner, and then stay there tonight. So we are at our family's home, our new family, for the night in Amantani. It's actually pretty cute, you know, it's this quaint little house where we're staying right here. We met the daughter, Gladys.
I think Gladys might be their family name.
Okay.
Because Gladys is on the certificates with probably the mother's picture that's on it.
Right. Yeah, we should have brushed up on our Spanish maybe a little bit. Anyway, we're going to be playing charades tonight for sure, just to have a conversation. But this is, I think, our room. This is where we got dropped off by their young daughter. And it's cozy enough, I think. So, I'm not...
Watch your head entering and exiting.
Yeah, it's kind of sort of hobbit-sized, you know. I think we're some of the taller people on the island. It sure is far enough up. She met us down at the beach and walked us up the hill, and man, my legs are burning, you know. So we are about to have lunch, and it's Gladys? Glad?
Lisbeth, mi mamá se llama.
Oh, okay. And your first name, sorry?
Elizabeth?
Sí.
Elizabeth. Gladys, okay. I understand. It looks lovely. Quinoa soup?
Sí, sopa de quinoa.
Aha. Looks very good. Well, muchas gracias. Cute little kitchen area. All right. Well, we're going to have lunch and we'll check back in with you. So we got a second course to our lunch. It seems to be these, almost a pancake, really. And Elizabeth was cooking it up for us over here on the stove. This is kind of what it looks like beforehand. And we're going to try that out. We're kind of figuring this out, Carl and I, as we go along. Because there's obviously the communication gap. There's this nice little herb here. And we've figured that you can add that to the hot water to make tea. Only I put about 3 times the portions that you should actually add to it. So it's very, very strong. But it smells fantastic, though. And the quinoa soup is really, really good. What do you think?
It's different.
I like them. It's the pancakes, as it turns out. You know, I wasn't sure because the whole vegetarian thing. But it's almost has like a tofu sort of cooked soy consistency to it. And it's really, really tasty. Really good. Potatoes are all good, you know. Tea's good. Quinoa's good. So it's fine for me. Carl likes all kinds of protein being snuck into stuff, so I don't know.
I like my protein in the meat form.
The sheep that we saw outside might not be safe later
Exactly.
in the middle of the night.
There might be a wolf about. So we're back.
Back from the fiesta. It was pretty cool. Lots of flutes, dancing. Pretty dark though. You know. It's really not that late,
No, it's not.
but
Wiped, tired.
pretty tired.
It's bedtime.
And we've got to get up early tomorrow. We've got the long trek west to get back to the Cusco area and continue our adventures there. But they've been very, very nice. This whole stay with the family thing I think was pretty cool. Elizabeth and Gladys, we never met the father, but you know, lovely people, and I like their home. You know, it's small, it's rustic, it's minimalistic, but I don't know. There's a charm to it. You know, I can see why people would be happy living like that.
Nunca en español. No.
Morning. It's the day of. We're all packed up, ready to go, and we're just on our way to hit the moto tours to get on the bikes and head off on our ride.
Got to go, got our gear ready, with some socks.
That's right.
Good to go.
Learned descaffeinado means decaf, so we're all set up and ready to go. Here we are at Peru Moto Tours, and the bike we're going to be using here is the Honda Falcon, and that's 400cc, and that's what they call a dual sport bike, which means it's capable on-road and off-road, as half of our journey is going to be on-road and the other half is going to be off-road, and in that order. So you can see it's a little bit dusty. We got the Peru plates ready to go. Carl and I are both going to be on one of these, exactly the same bike. We took him out for about a 2.5-hour spin to Pisac, and it was a bit sketchy going through the mountains, and you know, some hairpin blind corners, there's potholes, and when there's a combination of potholes and blind corners, that's when it gets really scary. All right, so we could continue here with Carl building a head cam.
With the almighty Canadian duct tape.
And is that Canadian cigarettes?
Yeah, there's a Canadian cigarette pack in here, Canadian duct tape.
Creating a wedge form. What we're going to do then is place that inside this helmet,
Visor.
under the visor to give it some stability. And then while he's riding, I don't know how he's going to try and touch it and turn it on, and
It'll work.
we'll see what the results are. But so you'll notice some of this is we're shooting this HD, some segments, and then obviously some of the stuff, because we don't want to risk breaking an HD camera. We're going to shoot the other parts in something substantially less than HD, but you'll notice the difference. And voila, there's the finished product. The helmet camera, it blends in so seamlessly you wouldn't even know.
The Canadian silver duct tape blends with the camera, which blends with the helmet.
Yeah, a little
perfect.
tasteful
Thanks, guys.
splash, thanks guys, of fluorescent lime. Sets it off quite nicely, I think. Job well done, Carl. I just hope that this whole thing doesn't work as like a big air ramp that it's going to keep pulling his head back the whole time. You're going to have a sprained neck by the time we get to Machu Picchu.
We have no idea how these are going to shoot because we can no longer see the lens or the view. But hopefully it's pointed roughly in the right direction.
All right, well, we'll hope for the best. All right, so I'm going for wool socks. Being in Peru, everything is quite colorful, so this is what I came up with from the market. And these here are the boots. So it should make them nice and snug, hopefully, for the ride.
As you can see, I'm all packed and ready to go. Everything's nice and snug on my bike. Good to go. They're all concerned about Rick's. He's slacking off a little bit, so they've given him a bag to throw everything into, which we'll strap down.
All right, well that's it. We're heading out for the journey. He's all set up. Ewan and Charlie had Claudio. We got Fabricio, who's going to follow us up. He's going to meet him up the road. We got to get a little bit of gas.